You guys want to know what's ironic? Today for the game, I decided to wear my That Week Ish Don't Live Here No More shirt. And for those wondering, this was a quote from Jarvis Landry during Hard Knocks in 2018. And all this time we thought, oh yeah, that week ish really doesn't live here no more. Like this team is straight up a bunch of dogs, man. Like I love it. Well, as it turns out, that week ish never left. It's just been locked in a closet somewhere, and somehow, some way, it has broken out of that closet, and it has once again infected the entire locker room in Berea. Because what I've been watching so far this season has to be some of the weakest crap I've ever seen on both sides of the ball. Like straight up. I mean, come on. What is this crap I'm watching, man? The offense can barely move the ball at all. Offensive line stinks. Quarterback stinks. Receivers low key stink. Then you look on defense. Aside from a few guys like Miles, Delpit, JOK, Denzel, when he's actually healthy, Mr. Brittle Bones and Mushbrain. God. Honestly, I would not put my body on the line for this team right now. If I am injured, I'm not playing. I'm not playing through injuries for this crappy ass team. Hell no. I'm not putting my career in jeopardy for this. Kidding me? Hell nah. Nah, not at all. The weakest thing of all on defense is the fact that these mother truckers can't tackle. I mean, I made a joke during the stream talking about, man, if there was a female named Tackle, she'd be like, yo, stop talking about me. Get it? Miss Tackle? That's what I'm reduced to, guys. Making jokes about my team. Gotta laugh to keep from crying. Or throwing up from watching this crap. It's almost unwatchable at this rate. And the sad part is, it's only week 5. Usually this would happen like week 12 or week 13. We're not even at the bye week yet. Oh my God, bro. Oh, thank God I got the Guardians and the Cavs and the Buckeyes and even the Blue Jackets, man. I know they're not going to be that good, but God, I mean, dang, man. Even the Columbus Crew, who ironically are also owned by the Haslams. Every team, besides the Browns, are all looking decent. And there's the Browns. They just cannot get out of their own way. Whenever you think they have something going, it backfires. They derp. Just look at today, for example, right? They forced a turnover, had a big play, get inside the red zone. They're looking like they're going to score a touchdown and flag. False start. They didn't score a touchdown on that drive. In fact, they didn't score a touchdown until the game was pretty much over. Ooh. But yeah, almost forgot my intro. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Browns Commanders Week 5 game recap. As the Browns went to Landover, Maryland, and they got ran over by the Washington Commanders by a final score of 34-13, and they are now 1-4 on the year. Now, the only thing that is keeping me from throwing myself out of that window that's right over by my bed over here is the fact that we're not alone in the AFC North basement, because our friends from Southwest Ohio have been so gracious enough to be as bad as we are. Like literally. They had a chance to beat the Ravens today to get their second win of the season. What do you think happened? They bungled it. Kind of funny because right before McPherson was going to kick the 53-yard game-winning field goal, they showed a stat talking about, oh, he's never missed. Well, sure enough, he missed. And then the very next play, Derrick Henry damn near housed the very next run. Make it up, bruh. Must be something in the water in Ohio. I swear to God, brother. In the Cuyahoga River and the Ohio River. What the heck's going on? Like, damn. We suck and they stink. They're just, underperforming, but we straight up suck. We are ass. Ass butter. We're like the garbage juice at the bottom of the dumpster that hasn't been like cleaned in a couple months, right? Like the garbage has just been in the dumpster for months, just fermenting, and flies are just all over the place. Everything in there is rotten. It stinks. And the dumpsters are just ah. Oh my God, this team, man. It's like they could literally show Brown's offensive highlights in prisons. And I bet you they'd be trying to say that's capital punishment. They'd be talking like they'd be singing like songbirds if they watch this crap in prisons, man. They're like, oh my God, make it stop. I'll say whatever you want. Oh my God, it's unbearable. Oh my God, I'm telling you, them inmates would be singing like songbirds if they watch this crap for torture. I better be quiet. I might give the freaking justice system ideas. Oh, brother. But speaking of torture, I had to sit through this crap for like what, 3 hours? Eventually, I just had enough, and I decided to call the rest of the Bungles and Ravens game. Just even like what was it? 15 minutes of watching that game was more fun than watching 2.5 hours or whatever it was of the Browns and Commanders game. My God. It was like I was watching a completely different sport. Like, it's freaking crazy. Takes me back to like when the Browns first came back into the league. That's how it felt too. It would always feel like we were watching a different sport when watching other teams compared to the Browns. Well, now we're back to that. Except the difference is this Browns team is insanely expensive. There's a lot of big names on this team, and they all suck. Coaching staff sucks. Offense sucks. Defense sucks. Training staff sucks. I suck. Stadium sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? The Guardians and the Cavs, the Crew, the Blue Jackets, the Buckeyes. Yeah. Oh my God, bro. You can't even make it up. But yeah, Deshaun Watson, 15 of 28, 125 yards and a touchdown. Woo! Got sacked 7 times. Yep. Once again, the opposing defense was having a party in our backfield. Seems to be a common thing, right? We got a bunch of freaking airport turnstiles protecting our $200+ million quarterback who doesn't even look like he knows what he's doing half the time. And then, running game or lack thereof, 23 carries, 104 yards, led by Mr. Sideline, the sideline himself. 9 carries, 47 yards for Jerome Ford. Deontay Foreman, 9 for 44. Whoop-de-doo. 3 for 14 for I'm not a running back. Deshaun. Liar. Pierre Strong, 1 for 2 yards. Woo! Jameis Winston, 1 for -3. Jameis Winston actually played. He came in for quarterback in the final drive. 1 completion, 1 attempt, 16 yards. Ooh. Oh, man. And then receiving, Amari Cooper, 4 receptions, 60 yards. Jordan Akins, the lone touchdown of the day for the Browns, 3 receptions, 22 yards as well. Deontay Foreman, Jerry Jeudy, David Njoku. David Njoku only had 1 catch, and that was in the very beginning of the game. Didn't even hear his name the rest of the game. I get it. He was probably on a snap count coming off a high ankle sprain, but damn, bruh. He's one of your best players. How are you getting more involved? Damn. Elijah Moore, 3 catches, 11 yards, and Jerome Ford, 3 for 2. Ooh. Now, the one bright spot was our defense up front. 3 sacks. They probably could have had more if Jaden Daniels wasn't skedaddling every time they got close. But JOK had a sack. Za'Darius had a sack. Dalvin Smith and Winston Reed had half a sack apiece. Okay. They also had an interception, too, from JOK. So at least JOK is showing out. JOK is one of the rare occurrences where a player gets extended and he plays harder than he did before. That dude just does not lollygag around at all. He's always making plays. He is one of the very few players where if we blew this crap up again, I'm keeping him. He is legit a cornerstone of the defense to go with Grant, Denzel, and Miles. You could say Za'Darius too, and maybe Dalvin. But is there really anybody else on the defense that you'd be like willing to keep right now? MJ, dude getting cooked every time I look. Rhyme, bars. Greg Newsome's too focused on dancing rather than being an actual corner sometimes. Juan Thornhill can't even get on the damn field. I think he's said more words than played snaps at this point. God, brother. I was so excited for Juan Thornhill, too. I've barely seen him because he's always hurt. It's crazy. Now, as far as how the Commanders did. Oh, Jaden Daniels. Yeah, he looks like that dude. 14 of 25, 238 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Got sacked 3 times. Okay. Yeah, 34 carries, 215 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the ground. Brian Robinson Jr., the human bowling ball, 7 carries, 18 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jeremy McNichols, 7 for 44 and a touchdown. Through the air, Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, one of my favorite Buckeyes ever, really, that I've watched. 4 receptions, 112 yards. De'Ami Brown, 2 for 57 and a touchdown. Austin Eckler, 2 for 30. Yeah, I mean, they did their stuff. It is what it is. But I don't know what's going to happen with this team. But all I'm going to say is they might have to legit tear this whole thing down and rebuild again. Like, keep your cornerstone players, but everything else, just wipe it off. Wipe it clean. Straight up. Keep, like, maybe you look at trading some guys, but like, like Amari, maybe like, Elijah, a couple other players. But you keep your cornerstones to help them get this rebuild going, honestly, if this doesn't get better. Because you're wasting another year of Miles, Denzel, Nick Chubb when he's back, which will be back soon. Although if I'm Nick Chubb, I don't know if I want to come back to this crap. I'd have to have them promise me that they will cut it out with the weak ass crap and actually become a serious team again. Because otherwise, I wouldn't come back for this. I mean, the dude's coming off a major knee injury. And people think that Nick Chubb returning is going to change everything. No, it's not. It'll make things a little better, but it ain't going to change everything. At least the offense should have more of a flow, I guess, but I don't even know if that's going to happen. Getting into my post-game observations, it's pretty simple. 1, Watson stinks. 2, offense stinks. 3, defenses, all right, I guess. I mean, there's only a few players that are actually good on this team, it seems like. I mean, It's the usual suspects. Miles, who actually did not have a penalty called on him today, from what I saw. No offsides on Miles. Wow, he behaved himself. Good job. You stayed on the right side of the line of scrimmage this time. Good. Progress. But yeah, like other than Miles, Denzel, Delpit, and JOK, would I really be mad if we got rid of everybody else? No, I wouldn't be mad at all. You keep your cornerstone players and then just wipe everything off the map. Wipe it clean. Redo the majority of this team, aside from your cornerstone players. But yeah, defense is all right, but this team absolutely reeks. And if it wasn't for the Bungles bungling it up today, we'd be all alone in the AFC North basement. Again. But at least we have a first round pick. But can we trust Andrew Berry to actually make the right pick? That seems to have not been as much of a strength as we thought. We thought, oh yeah, this dude could draft. No. As it turns out, I don't think he can. He's not bad. He's not that bad at drafting, but he's had quite a few whiffs. I think a strong suit is actually signing players and restructuring contracts. I don't think my dude can draft at all, really, aside from a few players. I mean, who has he really drafted that's panned out? Sounds like JOK and Delpit, right? And, well, Chubb, but he was drafted before Barry returned, so, yeah. Hate this. But that's where we are now. So, yeah, those are my observations. Game MVP, Dustin Hopkins. Because until the final touchdown, he was the only one that could score for us. It gave me flashbacks to the early 2000s Browns that couldn't score touchdowns to save their lives, and their leading scorer was Phil Dawson. We're back to that now. Right? We get white face masks on the helmets, and the team reverts back to the early 2000s. Freaking hilarious, man. Can't even make it up. So, that's all I got for this one. I will be live tomorrow for Guardians Tigers, where the Guardians look to take a commanding 2-0 series lead over Detroit. And they got to face Tech Schoolball. So it's going to be tough. But we'll see how it goes. And yeah, if anything else happens, I'll definitely have a video for it. But with that being said, that's going to wrap it up. As always, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns, I guess. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Guardians Tigers. With that being said, go Browns. I'm out. Bye-bye.